Indranil Sengupta, India economist, BofA ML, is betting on a step-up in rural spend in the run-up to the 2019 mega-battle. This will include more farm loan waiver and greater spending on rural housing, Sengupta told ET Now. Edited excerpts. What matters more? The political situation or the macroeconomic situation? The 2019 elections are still a good 1 year away. Meanwhile, Brent crude is already at $78, and with geopolitical developments, crude could go all the way to $80 minus 85 or even beyond. It is a mix of both. Just as the macro factors are important from an immediate perspective, the market also looks at the political factors as an event risk. What drives the economy is always economic factors, much less political factors. Each political regime has seen its ups and downs largely depending on whether it is in a good global cycle or a bad global cycle. Ultimately, it is economics which drives the economy rather than politics, but obviously markets also look at politics. How much would the India view be determined by politics over the course of the next 12 months? There are three things. Number one, we are clearly looking at the step up in rural spend as we go towards elections, and farm loan waivers, for example, could double to $40 billion by the time of the general elections. Number two, the Karnataka election outcome and the market's reaction. Usually, political uncertainty affects FPI flows. In such a situation, the RBI may go for NRI bonds, which would raise $30 minus $35 billion. Finally, investors have to watch alliances that are being formed between the two national parties and various state parties. If you see the political math, 50% of the vote goes to two major national parties and 50% of the votes go to the other parties. Clearly, alliances are going to be a key driver for the 2019 elections. With the impending general election in 2019 plus 3 other critical state elections, wouldn't the government have very limited legroom to move on the policy front? The fuel price hike was postponed till the Karnataka election was over. Wouldn't the government's hand be tied for the next 1 year? We feel that as we come closer to elections, there will be a greater accent on rural spend. Almost all the national political parties are promising farm loan waiver. That was part of BJP's manifesto. That has been a constant highlight of the Congress manifesto. Farm loan waivers wouldn't favor economies or macros in the short term. What else could come now? It is hard to say, but we are looking at a step up in rural housing as well. Is there reason to believe that, in the next 6 to 12 months, there could be a significant spend towards the rural economy leading to rural economic recovery? If I look at tractor and FMCG sales, if I look at motorcycle sales, things are suddenly looking up in the rural economy. Is that end of the economy going to surprise us with demand? There are two factors here. One is on the policy front, where given the elections, we will probably see a step up. The other is the monsoon rains. If the rains are normal, then that clearly will help rural demand further.